CIGA Design just dropped a new model called the Moonwalker, a new watch part of the Astronaut Collection. Let's check it out. I've covered the Blue Planet in the past, but for those who are new to the brand or haven't heard of the Blue Planet yet, it's a bit of a curious watch. You might have noticed that it's missing hands, so what's going on exactly? Well, it doesn't show the time like conventional watches, rather it uses something called asynchronous follow technology. The disc at the center slowly rotates once every 12 hours, and on that disc is a dedicated indicator that points to the current hours and minutes, as shown on two outer dials surrounding the center disc. The hours are fixed, but the minutes are rotating, and at a faster speed than the center of the disc. This setup allows the wearer to read the time on a single plane without any centrally mounted hands. Pretty neat, right? While previous models have depicted the Earth as seen from space, the Moonwalker goes beyond our home planet to our closest neighbor, the Moon. A tiny astronaut floats around the lunar-inspired disk, pointing at the hours and minutes. It's a clever and fun way to display the time. Plus, if blue really isn't your thing, or you're more into neutral tones, this gray Moonwalker is a great alternative to the previous format. Like the Blue Planet, the detail on this watch is amazing. It was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission from 1969, during which Neil Armstrong became the first person to walk on the moon. Referencing high-resolution images taken by NASA, CIGA has authentically replicated the lunar surface, right down to its distinctive ridges and craters. We can see the Sea of Tranquility where Apollo 11 landed, and the distinctive Copernicus crater further to the left of it. If you have a strong loupe handy, you'll also see that CIGA has hidden two references to the 1969 moon landing on the dial right there in the Sea of Tranquility: Armstrong's history-making footprint and the Apollo 11 lunar landing coordinates. The disc, made of a lightweight alloy, has a curve to it and sits beneath a curved crystal, creating a 3D effect that is particularly fascinating to admire from the side. Just as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin bounced weightlessly around the moon that fateful day in 1969, so does the tiny companion used to indicate the time. The small astronaut kind of reminds me of a Monopoly figurine, but a lot nicer, of course. It's made of precision cast copper that's been sandblasted and features a vintage silver-coated finish to match the dial. These little astronauts need to be absolutely perfect. They take about 5 hours to make, with only 30% of them making their way into a Moonwalker watch. It's a level of precision I can appreciate at this price point. Not to mention, it's a charming way to enhance user experience with this watch. The Blue Planet 2 introduced a few notable upgrades to the collection, including indices enlarged by 105%. I'm glad that they carried that update over to this newer watch as well, because it really does make it easier to read the time at a glance compared to the previous model. It also features a more dramatically curved crystal, which has increased the thickness to 17.05mm compared to the previous Blue Planet measuring around 15mm thick. Getting into the specs, the case is made of lightweight titanium and measures a robust but very appropriate 46mm for the level of detail on the watch. The front and back are covered by a synthetic sapphire crystal, giving us a clear view of the magnificent lunar disk and the movement hard at work inside the case. The self-developed caliber CD09 is exclusive to CIGA Design and features automatic winding, a practical 41-hour power reserve, and incorporates the hands-free asynchronous follow technology I mentioned earlier. Flipping the watch over, the case back is engraved with a tiny footprint and the same quote Neil Armstrong spoke as he stepped onto the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Lastly, the watch is paired with a black fluororubber strap to complete the black and silver moon-inspired aesthetic CIGA was going for. So, what are your thoughts on the new Moonwalker? And are you thinking of adding one to your collection? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, I'm Chris, this channel's Clicky Bezel, and I'll see you on the next one.